Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Sunday. It is the 8th of August, 2021. And not a bad day so far. Few clouds, some sun, moderate temperatures, so not a bad day at all. Anyway, before we get into this video, a couple things I wanted to let you know. Number one, I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. and we're going to talk about the situation with Israel. Will Israel move to neutralize Iran? And we're going to talk about that, so that should be a very interesting conversation. And I encourage you all to join me for that this evening at 8 p.m. And we'll talk about that situation. We'll talk about a few other things, obviously, as well. But that is the thing we're going to definitely get into tonight at 8 p.m. So, again, I encourage you to join me then. Secondly, today is the last day of the sale of the freeze-dried Legacy Foods. So if you were thinking of taking advantage of it, this is going to be your last opportunity. The sale will end tonight at midnight West Coast time. So it's 3 o'clock in the morning East Coast on Monday, for anybody that's wondering. So anyway, go to my website, preppernurse1.com. You will click on store. It will drop down. It will say Legacy Foods. You click on that, it will take you to the store. What we have available is there, so I encourage you to take advantage of that. When you check out, 20% will come off automatically at checkout. It's a good opportunity, a good time to do it before we have an emergency situation arise. That is a smart thing to do, again, and take advantage of the sale. When the next panic button hits, which it will, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Everybody and their brother will buy at the same exact time, and then it'll take you months to get your stuff, in some cases. The early orders generally get a few things in, but after that it just gets insane. But I encourage you to take advantage of that, guys, because again, we just never know what's going to happen, and so before it's an emergency, it's a better time to get what you need. So 25-year shelf life, GMO free, gluten options available for those that need that. It is vegan. There's also beef and chicken options that you can buy separately, and it is also made in America, and it is the largest portion size of any of the other freeze-dried food companies. So like I said, again, I encourage you to take advantage of that. So anyway, let's get into today's topic. If things are so bad in the country, my question would be, why is the southern border not completely closed? Canada closed the northern border. The northern border technically is still closed. They're just going to be starting to allow vaccinated people to come into Canada. And if you are unvaccinated, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So you can still go into Canada now if you are unvaccinated, but you would have to do a 2-week quarantine if you would like to travel up to Canada. But the border between Canada and the United States has been closed for quite a while. And they did that because they were trying to get things under control. But in the meantime, here in the United States, we've had a free-for-all at our southern border because of our lame president that we have, allowing everybody and their brother to come over here in droves. And here's the best part. So what are we doing with these people, right? Well, we're shipping them all over the country. All over the place, all over, putting them on buses and trains and all these good things, and sending them wherever we decide to send them, or I should say the government decides to send them. Insanity. Absolute, utter insanity. So if things are so bad, and as we continue to hear about, you're hearing about it in the news, of this uptick of cases, this Delta variant is just so deadly, and it's so horrible, and well, it's just more contagious is, the reality of it. It does not have a higher death rate, and but that's okay. That part they don't really talk about that a lot, but you're hearing about how much more contagious it is and all these type of things. So if we were so concerned as a country, so concerned, oh my goodness, we need to do something because we have this new variant out there that is so contagious, but we have not shut down our southern border. I want to hear your guys' feedback on that. What are your thoughts of the fact that we have kept the southern border open and not closed it, with everything that is going on. I find it absolutely fascinating that I'm eating peas here, guys, just so you know, that if you're wondering what the heck, why the camera's moving around. I'm trying to open up a pea pod with one hand. But again, if things are so terrible and so deadly, it makes no sense that you would keep your border open. It's so concerning, and we want to make sure that everybody's doing everything, but yet we're allowing people to come in here that don't belong here, number one, that haven't done it the right way, but yet we're continuing to treat those people better than we treat our veterans. I find that fascinating, to be honest with you, that we treat people that come across the border illegally better than we do our own veterans. It's a shame. It's disgusting. It should not be happening. Again, I'm a big believer in taking care of our own. I hope I'm not like messing with this. Yeah, I did. Here, hold on one second, guys. I'm going to set this down. But anyway, that we don't take care of our own veterans, but yet we take care of these illegal immigrants way, way better than we do our own veterans. And to me, like I said again, that's just absolutely wrong. Should not be happening. But it does continue to happen. And I can't believe that more people are not outraged. Where are all these concerned citizens that are so concerned about everybody's health, demanding that people, see some nice peas, demanding that people go out and get this, and people want it to be mandatory, but yet we'll let, and I want you to think about this part of it as well. Besides the fact that these folks coming across the southern border, are not, protected in that aspect, and we're shipping them all over. Besides the fact that we have these people coming over that have probably not had any other inoculations, so what else are they bringing with them across the border that we're now shipping all over the United States, right? A lot of things, a lot of different things, a lot of different aspects of things, diseases, sickness, and yet we're just welcoming them in with open arms and shipping them off wherever we decide to ship them off to. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't understand it, because if there was such a concern about this most horrible, horrible, deadly virus, that border would have been shut down a long, long time ago. Long time ago. While Trump was in office, that border would have been shut down. But again, as we've continued to see, the games and the manipulation generally only goes for the average citizen, and we continue to be suckers and listen to exactly what they say and do exactly what they tell us to do. So I find that to be very, very interesting. But that continues. It's not going to stop. It's like I said, it's just another game that is perpetuated upon us, the average American citizen, and we just continue to take it. I want to hear your feedback, guys. I want to hear, do you think the southern border should be open? Should we continue to welcome these folks in here with open arms and not take care of our own people here in the United States first? We have people that are starving. We have people that have all kinds of health and medical issues that aren't able to get proper treatment, but yet we give these folks coming across the border all kinds of benefits. We give them a roof over their head. I'm just looking to see what we're doing solar-wise. We're bringing in enough power. We continue to help these folks when we should be helping our own. I'm not against helping people that need help, but there is a process and there is a way that you come into this country, and just streaming across the border and then just being allowed to stay is not one of them. I find it absolutely ridiculous. The manipulation, of the system is absolutely ridiculous, and we continue to allow it to happen. So while the border guards are busy rounding up a pack of people that have come across the border illegally and then processing them. Then the drug runners and the sex smugglers are bringing their property across the border to use in working in prostitution and to continue to put drugs in this country. So that's awesome. I think that's just wonderful. We shut it right down. Don't let anybody in until you get this thing under control. If this is so bad, if this virus is so bad as they are saying that it is, remember now, this is them saying that this is a terrible, terrible situation. Why are we continuing to do what we're doing? Policy needs to change. All right, I want to hear your guys' feedback on this. I want to hear your take, what you think. What are you doing, little girl? What are you doing? So, anyway, that's all I got for today right now. I would encourage you to join me tonight for the live stream. We're going to have a wonderful talk, like we always do. We're going to talk about the situation over with Israel and Iran, and where we see what the conclusion is looking like it's going to be. And we're going to talk about why are we, the United States, not outraged of what is going on and doing something about the situation in Iran. That's another good question. So we'll talk about all those things this evening. So I look forward to seeing you all then. Remember, folks, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race, and I think as soon as people can realize that and focus on that, we're going to be in much, much better shape, which would be a good thing. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Be safe, and I will talk to you tonight. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.